it goes around her head. Now I picture this halo going around her head, and as I'm turning her, over and over, people tell me they struggle with the turns, they lose balance, they get dizzy, they feel like they're just being pulled over by their partner. And the crazy thing is that most of the time the fix is so easy and simple, I almost feel embarrassed by having to keep saying it. And look, it's not like we haven't tried to tell you. I mean, we teach this in our studios, we preach it on the two-step tour. Every year we teach it on the X Dance Cruise. I literally explained this all 4 years as Stagecoach. We even told Kelly and Mark on national TV, and thousands of people inside X Dance TV get it. But somehow you're still wobbling, and it's keeping you stuck, and you can't even get to the advanced step because you can't even stand up straight. You know, I wanted to bring some pros in to demonstrate this for you today, but we just moved to Florida, and to be honest with you, I don't have any friends yet. So I did what every Orlandoan does. Wait, is it Orlandoan? Orlandian? So I did what everybody in Orlando does. I went to the most magical place on earth to make some new friends. There's only one way to lose balance. Gravity pulls straight down. Now, if your blocks of weight are stacked vertically right on top of each other, you're solid. But the second those blocks of weight aren't vertical and they lean, it's game over. So if Rose stands on one foot, as long as she keeps all of her blocks of weight vertical, like from her head to her shoulders to her hips, and if everything is vertical, then she can stand on one foot. Now, if everything starts leaning to one side, then it's pretty easy to knock her over. If she were just like standing on one foot, she'd be fine. I mean, she's trying to maintain her balance, but she's also turning. She's got like a 200-pound dude like pushing on her, right? So with this philosophy, we call it women are angels. Not because they're sweet or innocent, it's because they're like hovering over top, just like judging everything that we do. Angels have halos, and a halo is a perfect circle. Now, if her spine is in the center of that halo, the centrifugal force is balanced. She spins like a top. Everything is equally spaced the whole way around. But if you pull that halo off center, she turns into a projectile. So here's what you want. My hand creates a halo around her head, and her spine stays directly in the center of the halo. It is not off to one side or the other. Now, as long as her spine is directly in the center and it's equally spaced the whole way around, she'll maintain her balance. Look, for those of you who didn't get it with the wooden blocks, I brought some of my friends in. This is Jesse. Jesse loves to dance. And this is Woody. Woody's an asshole. So Woody and Jesse are going to demonstrate the halo using this umbrella. This umbrella becomes her halo. So what he's got to do is he's got to keep this umbrella or her halo right over top of her head. And as long as it's right over top of her head, she stays dry. Now when she's turning, she's also moving somewhere, so she's going to be moving. So he's got to keep that halo right over top of her head, and she stays dry. Now what happens if the halo doesn't stay over top of her head and she starts moving away? Your hand, the halo, has to travel at the exact same speed as her spine. Now, as she's moving down the line of dance, you have to keep that halo over top of her head. If you lag behind, you're literally clotheslining an angel. And I can promise you, angels don't like that. All right, so I got one more friend with me. This is Lightning. Lightning has nice, smooth wheels, just like you in your circle. This is you right now. Now, the one thing Lightning doesn't have is he doesn't have an engine. He needs his ka-chow back, right? So we made this ultimate two-step turns video. That's right here. It's completely free. It's not here on YouTube. Complete course of how to handle your turns. We'll see you on the inside.
Speed. I am speed.